France's anti-terrorism court convicted 8 people of involvement in the beheading of teacher Samuel Paty outside his school 4 years ago. Some had been accused of assisting the killer, others of organizing a hate campaign against the teacher online. The panel of judges handed out several prison sentences of more than a decade, exceeding most of the prosecutor's demands. Our reporter Claire Pacalin was there for the verdict.
This was a severe ruling. The judge handed down sentences which were longer than what the prosecution had asked for, and there was considerable emotion in the courtroom. Family members of those convicted, some of those family members were calling out, crying out, shouting. The judge even had to ask for calm at one moment. Now, we have 2 men who were given 16 years in prison. They were found guilty of the very serious crime of complicity in a terrorist act. They were found guilty for having helped the attacker, Abdullah Onzorov, who was killed by police shortly after the attack. These 2 men this evening, both in their early 20s, knew the attacker, and they were found guilty of having helped him prepare the attack, either by helping him buy weapons or by driving him to the scene. 2 other men found guilty of being part of a terrorist conspiracy. One of them, Ibrahim Shina, he's the father of the 13-year-old girl who lied to her father. She told him that Samuel Paty had discriminated against her in class because she was Muslim. In actual fact, she was not even in class that day, but her father went online and launched an online hate campaign against Samuel Paty, and the judge said that he had shown blindness in doing so. He was given a 13-year prison sentence. Another man, Abdelhakim Sefri, 15 years in prison. He was also found guilty of having been part of a terrorist conspiracy. The judge said he had shown an essential role in the killing of Samuel Paty because he had contributed to that online hate campaign. And 4 more people given sentences of between 3 to 5 years, partially suspended for having shown emotional support online to the attacker before he carried out the attack. Now, those convicted this evening have 10 days to decide whether or not to appeal. The message here really is clear. We got that feeling in the courtroom. The message is clear that if anyone is considering taking part in an online hate campaign against someone, well, there could be very serious consequences.